what is an isotope
Okay,
exactly?
all right. So an isotope, so like you have a chemical element is made of atoms. And an
Okay.
atom is the smallest bit of like chemical element, like carbon or iron or boron or anything on the periodic table. And so what that is made up of is a nucleus at the center and electrons whizzing around. That nucleus in the center has to have a number of protons to account for the number of electrons. So that's always the same. So the number of electrons, the number of protons in an element always stays the same. But there's also neutrons that are in the nucleus. And they sort of, they're nuclear particles too that are, but you can have different arrangements of those. And that's what makes up an isotope. So you might have a few more neutrons in one isotope or another, and some different arrangements of these neutrons are more stable than others. And over time, some arrangements are more favorable, and the atom will rearrange itself and spit out either like an electromagnetic wave, like a gamma ray, which is really dangerous. It can go and do or something called a beta decay, which is another high energy photon. It's like light. And then there's alpha, which is actually it's a helium nucleus. So that's actually a real short range, really dangerous radioactive decay. So like they're all, like basically all elements, the elements in the periodic table are all pretty stable, but the radioactive ones aren't necessarily. And so they're changing over time. Like they're that little center nucleus that you see with all the little balls all bunched up. It's like rearranging itself with those. Those are still active. And they're shooting off really energetic particles and also light. But the light is so powerful we can't see it. So those like X-rays. Like when you go and get an X-ray of your chest, or if you go up in a plane, you'll get hit with lots of X-rays.